iPads have nice displays, and especially if you have one like that I have right here, the iPad Pro. They have vibrant colors and sharp accuracy. It would be nice to use something like that, a portable display for your MacBook or for your M4 Mac Mini as a second monitor. In today's video I'll show you exactly how to do that. But before, let me tell you, I am Hamza Al-Khatib and I am a dental student. I love making videos about iPads and productivity in general. If you are interested, make sure to subscribe and let's get right into it. To start with, you will need an iPad that's running iPadOS 15 or later, just like the iPad that I have for today, and a MacBook or an M4 Mac Mini, just like this one that's running macOS Ventura or later. After you have both of these, you will need to make sure that they are both connected to the same iCloud account, and make sure that both the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are connected both on your iPad and on your M4 Mac Mini. Here from the top you can check about all of this. Now when you have both of them connected and both of the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are connected, you should see right here on your M4 Mac Mini this button right here. It's like two displays on top of each other, just like the AirPlay one that you will have on your iPad. You press on it, then you press on your iPad mirror or extend to. Press on your iPad just like that, and it will be used as an extended display, and I'll tell you about the options in a second. Now as you can see, I have here my iPad and now it's like a second monitor. But if I go down from my M4 Mac Mini, his mouse is not coming down, I need to rearrange it. But if I go to the right side, it will come to my iPad Pro. So in order to arrange these, you can just go from here from the top, press on display settings, and let me just bring it here and maximize it so that you can see better. Then right here you have the arrange button, press on it, and from here you can arrange your iPad to whatever position you have it in relation to your M4 Mac Mini or to your main display. After that we can press on done, and just like that now it's extended. Now if you open any window on your Mac device, let's see what application we want to open. But I don't like to put it here underneath the display, because if you can see for yourself, the dock is now on my M4 Mac Mini, it's not here. Now let me just arrange it back to the right side so that I have the dock ready, because I will need it to open applications, because honestly I am now using the iPad right here and I can't see my keyboard, so I will not be able to use it for this video. After I arranged it back to the right side, now whatever application I have, and here I have opened a Safari window, and when I take it and I drag it to the far right side, as you can see for yourself, it will open in my iPad. I can just press in it and open it in full screen. I can minimize and do whatever I want. It's basically a second monitor for my Mac Mini, and it's such a nice feature because it's like there's absolutely no delay and I'm using it wirelessly. Also, if you have like multiple of devices connected to your iPad, like continuity with your iPhone using the camera, and you want to use your iPad, you will only be able to use one device of them. So I recommend using a wired connection for one device. As you can see, this wire I'm using for my iPhone right now because I'm using it for the camera for continuity feature. But I'm using the iPad wirelessly. But I can also use the iPad wirelessly or wired if I just put the wire here, the charging cable, in my iPad and in my Mac Mini as well. Now I would actually advise that you buy a stand for your iPad, because if you want to use it as a second monitor, I wouldn't recommend having the Magic Keyboard right here, because it will take some space that will not be needed and will not be used. So it's just taking extra space, especially if you are on your MacBook, because you will not need them because you already have your mouse and keyboard, and especially here on my desk because I already have a mouse and keyboard connected to my M4 Mac Mini. So it's useless. So I recommend getting like a stand just like this one for your iPad, and it's very minimal. You can put it in any bag, and with the iPad you can just take it and you can just put it right here and it will stand very nice on your desk. Now because of this feature, you will also be able to use the Apple Pencil on your iPad and on your M4 Mac Mini, of course, because now it's all connected to each other. So it's really nice to be able to use the Apple Pencil on your M4 Mac Mini, especially if you do illustrations or you want to just write your signature for a PDF that you have. You can now do it, and you can use your Apple Pencil on your M4 Mac Mini. And if you want to look through the settings, this feature is called Sidecar, and you can look it in your settings to customize anything that you want, and it's very easy to open out. But because I don't have my keyboard right now, I'll not open and show it to you, but it's Sidecar, the feature itself, if you want to search about it. Now we also have many other features we can use. Let me get just here from my iPad, press on this button that I told you about. We can mirror these monitor or the same display that we have, the main display, and it will be mirrored here to the iPad, as you can see for yourself. But we can also use it as an extended display, and we can do whatever we want, and that is how nice these are. And you can always go to display settings to see what other options we have, like show sidebar, show touch bar. I know I am interrupting the video right now, but I also have many other great videos on my channel about the iPad, about Mac devices, and about the M4 Mac Mini that I have here on my computer, about productivity in general, and about some features of the Apple products. If you are interested, make sure to check them out, and let's get back in the video. Now, because it is wirelessly connected, there is a slight delay, but honestly, it's not noticeable for the everyday user because it's all like Apple devices that I'm using. It is a Magic Mouse. It has good connectivity to the M4 Mac Mini, and thus there is good connectivity even wirelessly if I connect the iPad to the M4 Mac Mini wirelessly. So I'm using this mouse that's wirelessly connected to my M4 Mac Mini and wirelessly connected to my iPad. Now it's really nice because you can use it to like keep your calendar open while you are studying, or keep a Safari open, or maybe open your music from right here so that it doesn't crowd your main display, especially if you have like a main monitor that's small in size, not like the ones that I have here, the ultra wide monitors that I have. You can even open it to like keep emails open, or just keep it as a drawing tablet in apps like Photoshop or Final Cut. And if you are like someone that does a lot of coding or designing, I'm sure you'd find a really nice use for it. And as I told you, it's not really for the M4 Mac Mini itself. You can use it for any Mac device that has the latest updates. All in all, I do think it's a really nice feature. And it's a feature that you'll only get with something like the Apple ecosystem, if you have a MacBook computer and also an iPad device. Honestly, it's a feature that shows you how much Apple actually cares about its customers and its Apple ecosystem. Now, if I had like a device other than the iPad, maybe I had an Android tablet, it wouldn't work as easily as that. It might work with some applications or third-party applications, but we all know how these are not secure at all. And we also used to previously have third-party application, but this just works so seamless, it's much better in many aspects. And as you can see, sometimes when I'm recording my videos, I use my iPad on my computer as a second monitor to see where my camera is at. Let me show you here in a second just how I can take it from my M4 Mac Mini right here, and I can drag my camera here to my iPad. And I can see the different angles while I'm recording from my iPad while I'm using my M4 Mac Mini for work or for the recording subject that I'm doing. And as I have told you, I use my iPhone also on my M4 Mac Mini, and I connect it at the same time when I am connecting my iPad as a second monitor. So the Apple ecosystem is truly great. I have here my microphone connected, and I use my iPhone's camera on my M4 Mac Mini. Now my iPhone, it's an iPhone 12. It's an old iPhone, so it doesn't have the center stage. But because I have it connected to an M-chip device, I do have center stage if I want, and I can just activate it from my computer. Now this shows you how great the Apple ecosystem is. Even if you have old devices, if you have an old device or an old iPad that has iPadOS 15, you can still use this feature. And honestly, it's such an amazing feature that we have with the iPads and with the Mac OS. So you tell me, what do you think about it? Did you enjoy it? If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.